Good morning, everyone. Sustainability is a major concern for investors today, with many people eager to support funds that prioritize environmentally friendly practices. However, a growing problem has emerged in the investment world: greenwashing. This term describes situations where funds are marketed as sustainable or green, but in reality, they might not be as eco-friendly as claimed. Asset managers, those responsible for overseeing investments, are now under pressure to be transparent about their sustainable practices and ensure they're truly working towards a greener future. In recent years, greenwashing has become a serious issue, leading to accusations that some funds are merely pretending to be environmentally responsible. For instance, in 2023, Deutsche Bank's investment arm, DWS, paid $25 million to US regulators due to misleading claims about its sustainable investment practices. Similarly, Goldman Sachs faced penalties for failing to uphold its environmental, social, and governance (ESG) promises. Regulators worldwide are stepping in to stop greenwashing and protect consumers. In Europe, new rules require funds labeled as ESG or sustainable to have at least 80% of their investment tied to environmental goals. The UK is expected to implement similar regulations in December. These regulations aim to ensure that funds genuinely support environmental and social goals rather than just using these terms to attract investors. Environmental activists and organizations like Share Action argue that many asset managers aren't doing enough. They believe that asset managers have a unique responsibility due to the power they wield through their investments. By carefully choosing where to allocate money, asset managers can encourage businesses to adopt greener practices or to shift away from industries that harm the planet, such as fossil fuels. However, a report from Share Action reveals that asset managers may still be investing in companies that contribute to climate change, such as those in the oil and gas sector. They criticize the industry for being overly cautious and slow to take bold actions on climate issues, arguing that most asset managers avoid standing out for fear of being seen as either too progressive or too resistant to change. In addition to climate issues, asset managers are being encouraged to consider biodiversity, protecting wildlife and natural habitat. The Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, introduced in 2022, aims to protect a third of the world's lands and seas by 2030. Asset managers have expressed their support for this initiative, which has been dubbed a Paris Agreement for nature. However, since it is not legally binding, some worry it may be used by companies as another form of greenwashing, where they claim to support nature without taking meaningful action. While asset managers are increasingly discussing climate change and biodiversity, there are concerns that these conversations are largely symbolic, consisting of promises and projections rather than concrete steps. Some critics note that as interest rates have risen, short-term financial gains are harder to sacrifice, making it challenging for asset managers to justify fully committing to sustainable initiatives. The Investment Association, representing UK asset managers, defends the industry, highlighting achievements like the phasing out of coal in the UK and the growth of renewable energy. They argue that asset managers are indeed financing projects that support environmental transition, but it is an ongoing and complex process. Understanding the greenwashing issue is vital. As climate concerns continue to grow, so does the importance of genuine sustainable investing. While asset managers have made some progress, the demand for transparency and accountability will likely increase. Ultimately, it will be up to both investors and the industry to ensure that investment truly align with the vision of a sustainable, green future. Thank you for listening.